Welcome back.
Yes, we're back. And we have a special guest.
Very special guest. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
Thank you, Rochak. Hi everyone. I'm Shrijal Thapa. I am a junior at Southern Miss. I'm a theater performance major, and currently my personality it's all about the net. This is a new theater company we've started, the New Era Theater, and we have our the debut show going on right now. It's called The Story of F.R.I.E.N.D.S. We're performing in the Hattiesburg Community Arts Center. The shows we had our opening night yesterday. It was a success.
Yes, it was. We
Yeah,
went
we
and
went.
it was phenomenal.
You
It was
should.
amazing.
Yeah, you should go tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Tonight we have our show at 7 p.m. and tomorrow is our last show, which is going to be at 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So yeah, I invite everyone to go see the show, to go experience the world of F.R.I.E.N.D.S.
Yes, man. Thank you so much for being on the show. And again, that was absolutely amazing. I recommend it to
Amazing.
you guys.
It's really original story. It's really. It was unique. I've never seen before. All the actor amazing. The sound design phenomenal.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on to our. So, what kind of music do you listen to, Shrizal?
Man, I'm that kind of the weird kind, I guess. I don't have like a particular artist that I listen to, but it's just I don't know. I sometimes I'm listening to just film scores, film soundtracks, and sometimes it's like um, just random music that some friend recommends, and I go listen to it. I there was a phase I really loved Charlie Puth. I think I don't know. I've not been listening to him too much right now, but I don't know. I think he was better when he when I was in grade 8 9. I think that those years of his. I really like how he draws inspiration from like just regular stuffs and then creates music through it. I also admire his I guess the perfect pitch that he
Yes.
has.
I get that.
Yeah, I've seen his interview where like he's creating music right then and there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a skill, man.
That's a skill. Yeah, definitely. So, you have also mentioned that you listen to you love Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
So, can
Yeah.
you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, I think I so me and my brother, I have an elder brother. We love watching Christopher Nolan films, and
Oh,
that's how I got introduced to Hans Zimmer. His music is I don't know, it's something about it. It's grand, but it's subtle and grounding, and it hits home every time. At the same time, it's like because like some musics they go so grand, so big, but there's not like that emotional weight or center to it. But then Hans Zimmer, he does the same thing. His music is so celebratory. I think if that's a word,
Yeah.
even but at the same time, it's like it hits right at the heart. And like for example, Interstellar. I mean, listen to that track. It's so grand. It's so big. It's space. Like it's so huge. But then again, it's like you always feel that father daughter connection in there,
Yeah,
and
true.
then it hits every time.
yeah. Interstellar is one of my favorite movies, and but I absolutely love what he did with Dune and Dune
Ooh,
Part Two.
That's our
I
favorite
mean,
movie.
it is just chills all the way. But the Interstellar soundtrack is just phenomenal, like you were saying.
yeah. I think yeah. I love Dune's track too. It was. I enjoy when films do that. It's like create their own world, and then everything is so specific to that world. I think Dune does that too, and I really enjoyed that the whole film and also the score.
That's amazing. He had worked on The Dark Knight,
Oh yeah.
Pirates of the Caribbean. He has also worked for Kung Fu Panda.
Do you,
Okay.
Yeah.
real quick, do you guys know who Ludwig? I do not know how to say that. Göransson. Basically,
Yes.
he did this.
Oppenheimer.
Yeah, for
Oh,
Oppenheimer.
Oh
That is
yeah.
another like composer that is just phenomenal at the job. Like
it truly.
personally, I feel like that movie was a little too long, but we'll get there later on today.
Sure.
But that soundtrack again was amazing, and I feel like they have somewhat similar methods in the way they go about their thing,
Yeah.
but also completely different in like their own good way.
Hmm.
True,
I
true,
see
true.
that. I can see that. Huh. Interesting.
Okay, what kind of TV show do you watch?
Ooh. Okay. This is my favorite part. I passionately love Stranger Things. Have you guys watched the show?
Yes,
We have
of course, it
we
is
have talked
amazing.
about this
We have
before on
talked
the
about it a
show.
lot, but I can continue
Yeah,
talking about it.
we get excited.
Oh, I love that show. From the writing, um, I think it's one of those shows where none of the characters go to waste as well. It's like 'cause some shows and some movies too, they write characters, but it's like they're relevant until their scenes there, but then after that, the whole plot, it's like I think I can imagine this film or this TV show without these characters too. But Stranger Things, I think every character has their own arc, and they're constantly growing or changing in some way, and that's so impressive. I don't know.
I mean, something with shows like this, and it's like with other shows like Harry Potter or just
Yeah.
where you get introduced to the characters at a very young age, and then you grow with them throughout the series. So
Yes.
like you get a personal connection with them, and it just makes the show so much better. And like you
Mhm.
said, they each have their own individual like story and feel to it,
Yeah.
and they all complement each other. So like losing one of them is like losing all of them in a way.
True. Very
And,
true.
It's like a one whole package.
Yes, it's a whole package. And I didn't watch Stranger Things until last summer, and I realized I was missing out on a lot. And
Truly.
but I'm glad now I have watched it, and I'm happy that I've watched it and do not regret it.
What's your guys' favorite season?
My favorite one is last one, season 4.
Season 4?
Amazing. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was the biggest episode they have done with the character.
Oh
and
yeah.
The villain. I forgot his name.
Oh, Vecna.
The Vecna. Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. Big fan. Whole the audio, the sound. I forgot the music. They had running up the hill.
Oh yeah.
Oh
The
yeah.
big sound, and the big scene of floating in the air.
Oh my
all that
God.
good
That
stuff.
whole sequence was that was great.
perfect.
Honestly, I would probably say that's mine too. That or season 2, I think it is.
Season 2. I haven't. Whenever we were watching season 2, I was very little then, and I was watching with my brother. We had to the last episode. We had to pause the show because my heartbeat was so
Yeah.
up, and like we could hear it outside. So my brother was like, "No, we're not continuing right now."
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was either season 2 or season 4. But regardless, it's just, and that was also one of those shows to where I had to watch a couple episodes to get into it. Because at first, that's why I hadn't watched it for so long. Because I watched one episode and I was like, you know. But then I watched like 3 or 4 and I was locked. Like I watched a whole season in one night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was, yeah.
And I think that's also another really strong part of Stranger Things is they make it's so binge worthy. It's like they end episodes in such a way that you almost like
You need to watch
instantly
next
wanna
one.
yeah.
I'm really excited for new season.
Me too.
They have announced their title.
Yes, the parallels are crazy. The last episode for season 5, they've named The Right Side Up, and the first season's last episode was named The Upside Down. So I'm really excited how they're doing that.
It's gonna be a sad day next.
It's gonna be a
next
sad
year.
day.
I'm excited, but yeah, it's gonna be
Well,
emotional.
Well, taking a step back real quick, let's talk about the MTV
Oh, yeah.
awards and some of the winners. Because we talked about this before, and nominees.
And we gave our prediction.
We did.
So
Oh,
let's see
okay.
who won. Okay, we had the best song from Sabrina Carpenter, Espresso.
Yep.
Not bad.
And then best video, Taylor Swift, but featured Post Malone in her
Haven't
Fortnite
seen
video.
that video,
That was
but-
pretty good.
Have you seen that video?
Yes, the video was pretty good.
Okay, we have best artist Taylor Swift,
Yep.
of course.
And
best collaboration, Lisa featuring Rosalia New Woman. Haven't listened that one.
I haven't either.
I haven't either.
And then best new, best new upcoming artist, I
Vincent
guess
Boone.
Vincent Boone. Yeah, he's great. I love
Yep.
his stuff.
We have best pop, Ariana Grande.
Yep.
I think that's the deserving one.
Tyler, is that it?
Yeah,
For
Tyler.
Afrobeats. Mm-hmm.
And we have best rock, Liam Gallagher. Sorry for
I
the
think that's
name.
actually it. Gallagher.
We have
Uh,
best Latin, Peso Pluma.
I don't know who that is. I don't think.
And on the best K-pop, Jimin. Is that from BTS. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I don't wanna
If-
offend anybody.
If we had our Claire, our future or our past guest, she would know, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And Imagine Dragons for best alternative,
Amazing.
Oh
and
wow.
then
Yeah.
Calvin Harris for
Best
electronic
electronic. Eminem for best hip hop.
hip hop,
And again, Tyler for the best R&B.
best live performance, Taylor Swift.
She
Okay.
deserves that. I've seen her like performance from her tour and stuff, and she's amazing.
And then let's skip over best
Yep.
push. What's that mean?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I don't even know who is the winner.
And also biggest fans. Not sure what that.
Oh,
Oh,
Katy-
biggest. Okay,
Katy Perry
yeah,
lost that one.
that's crazy.
Chaperone lost that one.
Yeah, that was our predictions.
Yeah,
Chaperone.
Did any of you guys' prediction come true?
I don't.
Uh,
Taylor Swift, yeah.
Yeah, Taylor Swift. We both thought and knew
For,
that she was
for
going to
best
get
live.
it.
Gotcha.
But I think we told Chaperone and the best song and a lot of
Yeah,
other.
because her recent songs that she released are like
Mm.
really good, and they've blown up a lot, especially on TikTok and Instagram.
Do you guys have any favorite artist?
Of course.
Who's it?
So my favorite is Katy Perry.
Oh.
Big fan.
Mhm.
I love her music.
She's great.
Got a little song in there later for you, but
Thank you.
mine is NF. I don't know if you ever heard of him.
I've
You heard
not.
of him?
I've not.
He's an independent artist. Basically, I would wish he would release some new music, but
I think it's coming
got a
out.
fan.
We
But
saw the teaser.
yes,
on the
he's also he
social
put some
media.
teasers on Instagram. He loves
Yeah.
doing that, and on Twitter, or X,
We
he'll
call it
he'll
Twitter.
he'll yeah, I still call it Twitter, but he will post something on there and he'll delete it, just like a teasing way, but it's not in a bad way.
Huh.
It's like,
Interesting.
and so some people will like screenshot it and stuff. Sometimes I'll do that, but he posts himself. But also a song I had earlier, Sleep Token. Also, they're a British UK band and they're really good, like alternative metal and or slash rock, and I've been listening to them a lot recently, and I really enjoy them. So, NF, Sleep Token.
Huh.
What about,
Amazing artist.
what about you?
I don't know. I've been changing it a lot. I think Phases again. Charlie Puth was for a long time. I still appreciate his talent and skills. There was a time Olivia Rodrigo. I think she has such a great storytelling voice in singing. I don't know. Every time I hear her song, be Driver's License or Happier, it feels like she's right there telling a story. You know.
The piano in Driver's License is like
Oh,
chilling.
That's
We was
amazing.
working on a senior project the other day, and one of my buddies was playing that, and it's
Mhm.
like, it's just amazing.
I know.
Amazing.
So do you say you watch Stranger Things?
Yeah.
Any other series are you watching or interested?
For the longest time, Friends, the
Friends.
sitcom was my comfort show.
Yeah.
Love that show, and I think it's so admirable that for 10 seasons to be consistent like that, that's
That's
to me
amazing.
that's crazy.
Yeah, I've watched some of it, not a lot of it, but I
Mhm.
do know a little bit about it. And from what I remember watching, it was pretty good. But
Yeah.
I love that. So
I was doing a show I was in the middle of the show for Southernist Theater when we found out Matthew Berry died.
oh yeah,
That was such a sad time. I love Chandler.
yeah, it's sad to see your favorite people getting old.
It is,
it
truly.
is.
So what's your favorite character from the Friends?
Ooh, that's tough. I think Chandler Bing. I think yeah, I love him. But again, well written characters everywhere in the show as well.
Yeah, everyone is unique and the humor.
Yeah,
even
truly.
them, even though they are serious, there's like humor hidden underneath.
Yes. Yes.
So
Any
Hey.
others like sitcom? Have you guys watched? Or?
I've not. I've been wanting to watch The Office for the longest time, but I've not done it.
we've talked a lot about The Office on this show.
Really?
I'm really a big fan of Office. I love Office.
Gotcha.
They have like multiple version. Like they are making
Yeah, we was it?
Mexican version soon.
Yeah, that and a UK,
They did
UK
Australian
version, or
Australian version right now. I think that
Yeah,
Have you watched multiple versions? Have you guys both?
I can't.
I've only watched a few episodes of The Office in general, but
Okay.
I've watched a bunch of clips from TikTok and
Gotcha.
Instagram of it. I keep saying I want to watch it, but I keep getting like I don't. Recently, I haven't watched a lot of movies or TV shows except
Mm.
for one TV show, The Penguin, which I'll get to in a second.
Yeah.
But
I have tried to watch UK version, but I think I could not because
Really?
you are so connected with US version, and it's the same character but different.
done
people.
differently, yeah.
And also, I tried to watch Indian version.
Oh my god.
It was on Hulu, and let me try the first episode. I could not go past 1 minute. It was no.
well, diving into what I just said a while ago, The Penguin.
Yeah,
And you said you hadn't watched it.
I have not.
So, I've talked a good bit about this on the show already, but it finally finished last Sunday with 8 episodes. I was just gonna say props to all the people who made that show,
Yeah.
and Colin Farrell being the main protagonist. Such a phenomenal actor. When I first saw the show, I thought that the Penguin, he was like it was an actual person, but it was the makeup,
Mm.
and it was just phenomenal about that. And it takes place after the first Batman movie. Was it 2022?
Yeah, 2022.
And this is a spoiler-free show, so I can't say what I want to say, but it was an amazing show. It's got some of the best ratings. Actually, the last episode, 8, is one of the highest rating TV shows
Really?
Wow.
Wow.
on IMDb, I think it is, or however you say that.
Yeah, IMDb.
But there's something in the end that happened that a lot of people are being controversial over. I will
Mhm.
not say what it is, but I just want to say that it's an amazing show. I recommend it to anyone out there, especially huge DC fans.
Oh.
And
oh yeah.
they did just a phenomenal job. I can keep saying that all day. But
Just listening to you talk so passionately about it, I want to watch it.
I mean, my favorite TV show is The Prison Break. I don't know if you ever heard of that, but
I've heard of it. I've not watched it.
that is
but-
my favorite one. But I will say for this year so far, The Penguin is one of my all-time favorite shows that I've watched.
Oh.
I
So
haven't
it's-
watched much series this year.
It's not my favorite, but for this year, it's my favorite because I haven't.
Gotcha.
Well, I haven't really watched. I watched Stranger Things in the summer, but I mean, I kind of just want to keep that out
Hmm.
because Stranger Things, yes, is amazing. I love it, but just seeing the way they went about the Penguin and how it, I don't know, it's hard to explain. You have to go watch it. Just go watch it, please. So good.
Yeah, watch it, Justin.
Okay.
I think what I like about whenever TV series and even movies do this, it's like they go through this whole huge their own plot story and everything, but at the end when they draw it back to like love or friendship or these little things, it's so beautiful. And I was reading Save the Cat. I'm also a filmmaker, a screenwriter, and I was reading Save the Cat by Blake Snyder. If there's anyone interested in screenwriting, great book, Save the Cat. I highly recommend it. But he talks about like primal needs and what makes a good story and good plot, and he talks about whenever it's all about bringing the primal needs of the human being, be it love or hunger and stuff like that. And I think the more I watch things that I like, I just keep seeing that to be true more and more.
So, starting off, we're in our favorite time of the show, movies.
I love this time.
Movies.
Yes.
Come on.
So, starting off, I'm going to ask you a question that I ask every guest.
Yep.
What is one of, and it's okay if you can't answer it, because I can't even answer it, but
No,
what do you think is one of your favorite movie?
What?
That is the toughest
I
question
know, right?
ever. Yeah. But
Means you don't have to answer.
Yeah, you don't
can
have to
just
answer,
say,
'cause-
some of your favorite.
Yeah, say some of your favorites, because for me, I like to put them in a category. So, horror, like war, stuff
like
like
that, yeah.
So,
I think horror. I think Hereditary
yes.
is crazy.
Yes.
Wow.
But whenever I'm talking about favorite films, something that always pops up is La La Land. I don't know
Mhm.
if you guys have watched it.
I have
It's
watched it.
it's an older movie, I know, 2016, right? I haven't
think so.
watched it though.
2016 is an old movie.
But well, I mean, it's not super old, but I'm just saying, like, I feel like I should have watched it by now, which is a lot of stuff I should have. But no, I haven't seen it, unfortunately. But I've seen like the popular, like the camera movement thing,
Oh yeah, yeah,
where
yeah.
he's
The
going back and
one-shots,
forth
yes.
between them. But
Do you know Whiplash?
I know Whiplash.
I know of it, but I haven't watched it.
Crazy
That's
film.
another amazing movie.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it again, unfortunately.
What's you guys' favorites?
Again, category wise,
I need to think.
for horror wise, which is my favorite genre, I would say The Conjuring.
Okay. Oh. Okay.
That puts it top of the list, like police sirens. But and then Hereditary is really good.
Mhm.
What they did is really, it made me uncomfortable, but
Oh yeah.
in a way of like. And then for me, like I also love war movies, and
When you say war movies, have you guys watched 1917?
Yes.
The whole one.
we talked
oneer?
about it
We
last show.
talked
Oh,
about
really?
last week, and I told her that's my favorite war movie
That
ever
is-
made.
That is one of my favorite movies that I've watched. That basically gives me insight onto how, because I watched a documentary behind the
Mhm.
scenes and how they did all of it with one take, and it's just phenomenal how they did all that.
I mean, to pull that off.
Yeah, I
is,
know.
mean,
Like,
oh my God.
Pre-production.
it's so inspiring. But
Yes.
That is something I want to do.
yes, I was just talking during the break. I was telling them about, like, you know, I want to bring somebody's vision to life or come up with an idea and make a movie. And like, that's one of my overall goals.
Yeah, I think one common thing I would venture to say all three of us share is I think we at some point in our life we want to make a movie of our own.
Yeah.
So that's the goal.
But I saw you have the Fall Guy in there.
Yes, have you guys watched it?
Yes, I
watched it.
have.
That was such an interesting experience. Ryan Gosling, his comedic timing
I know.
and the way he presents himself. Oh my God.
I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 on Letterboxd.
Oh, you did.
Wow.
Awesome.
It was a really good movie, and I watched Barbie with him in it,
Mm.
and then that was really the first movie. Well, no, I don't know, unless it was an older movie, but I think that was maybe one of the first movies I watched him in it, and then The Fall Guy, and
Yeah.
he did a phenomenal job.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the comedy in the
I
movie.
have given 3 out of 5 for Fall
3
Guy.
out of 5.
Okay.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's the comedy in it. There was some emotional stuffs. I love they've done a lot of one shots, oneers as well in
Yes.
that film. I think yeah, technically rich, writing wise. I just loved it all.
Yeah, it was just different film than what we have been seeing. Like it was just fun to watch.
My favorite
Yeah,
scene,
truly.
and this is not like a really spoiler, but Ryan sitting in the truck listening to music. What song was it? I forgot. But anyway, it was
Olivia Rodrigo, I think.
I think it was some music like that, and then she walks up to his window and he rolls it
Yeah.
down. But that's one of my favorite scenes. But it's a really good movie. But Rochak, what's some of your favorites?
Yeah. Rochak.
Favorite. Okay, I love to watch movie based on director.
Director.
This might be weird, but I'm a big fan of Wes Anderson. If you guys
Ooh.
know
Oh, okay.
him, he makes independent movies like The Grand Budapest Hotel, Asteroid City,
Yeah, that was the
Mr. Fox, fantastic Mr. Fox,
Mhm.
and he's really unique. He do like very cinematic shot. His color is completely different,
Mhm.
like never seen before. And another director that I really like is Denis Villeneuve.
Oh, Denis
Oh.
I don't know how to
Villeneuve.
pronounce it.
Yeah,
Villeneuve.
Oh.
He's the director for Dune.
Yes, and I also like his what was the name? Arrival. Have you guys
Arri-
watched
yeah, I
Arrival?
watched Arrival.
Oh.
I don't know.
My favorite movie from Denis is On Sunday. I think that's how you pronounce
On
it.
Sunday.
It came out in 2010. The storyline for that movie was really like it was different. It was really like there was twist into a story. I don't want to spoil, so I'm trying to find a best word I could describe. But you should watch that movie. It's Ware and its mystery. I think you're gonna love Justin this movie.
Was it-
On Sunday?
On Sunday? Okay. Remind me after the show.
Okay.
There's Sicario is good too.
Yeah, that was
Same director.
that
What would-
was that's also a crime war movie.
Yeah.
What would you guys say your favorite director is?
Ooh.
Or is
Yeah.
that another hard one too?
It is
That's the
another.
hard
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
It
I
is,
feel-
dude.
I feel like every director is different.
Yes.
So
And that's a good thing because you want variety
Yep.
Mhm.
inside.
Because Christopher Nolan has his own style, we can see in his film.
Yes.
Same with Dennis and Wes Anderson.
We can't forget Steven Spielberg though.
Oh.
That's like one of
Legend.
the classics. I mean, did E.T., Jurassic Park? I mean,
Haven't watched E.T.
you haven't watched E.T.
I haven't watched E.T. either.
I mean, it's from 1982, so but still you can watch it.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones though.
Oh yeah,
I mean, it's referencing back to Stranger Things. I think E.T. is a big reference.
Yes.
In
I
Stranger
feel
Things,
like that
so-
is, yeah. But for me, Steven Spielberg, Christopher Nolan, Tim Burton, some of
Huh.
my favorites.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. Same thing with as Rochak said. I think like Tarantino has his own style.
Yeah.
The violence is widely known, and I also like how he takes like historic and real events and just twists it at the
Mhm.
end. Have you guys watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
yeah. haven't
Yeah, I
watched
think
that.
I've watched that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say not gonna spoil the film, but the twist at the end, it was like he just twisted the whole event. That's kind of fun. I also like Damien Chazelle. He's the director who did Whiplash and La La Land. He's what was the film he's doing? There's some project he's working on right now, but I'm excited for it.
Dammy. Okay, he also made Babylon. Have you watched that movie?
I have not, but yes, he did.
I'm sad that that movie did not do that well, but that movie was good.
Really?
Yeah.
What gets me, war movies is one of my favorite genres, and I keep forgetting the name of my favorite war movie. It's got
I think
Andrew
that's-
Garfield in it.
The
Andrew
same thing
Garfield.
happened last week.
I know it
didn't
did. This is my favorite. You think I would be able to remember it?
Andrew
Oh, I'm looking it up.
Yeah, you need to. Okay, why? have you-
Hacksaw Ridge.
Oh,
Hacksaw Ridge. Have you seen it?
I've not watched it.
So it's based on a true story with Desmond Doss. Basically, this is not a spoiler. It's really because it's an actual event that happened.
Yeah.
But the movie, he played phenomenal acting in it, and it's pretty close to the real story. But that's one of my favorite like war movies, just because like I love movies based on true stories because I feel like you get a deeper feel of it.
Have you watched the new movie called The Soft Dance?
I have not.
Soft dance?
Soft Dance.
No.
It is. It's getting some noise. I think it have 4 point something rating in Letterboxd.
Oh wow.
So it's a horror movie, and it's really different. It's not a regular horror movie. Okay, it has 3.9 rating on
What do
Letterboxd.
you say it was again?
The Soft Dance.
Soft?
SUBSTNC.
Oh, okay.
So it's played by Demi Moore and Margaret Qualley.
Did you find it? I
So
think it's
the storyline is
The
basically
Substance.
we have a character who do a acrobatic show for a television. So she's getting old. She's celebrating her 50th birthday, and her boss fires her because she's old. She's good looking for the television. So she looks out for an option to make herself better. And
Interesting.
then she find this soft dance thing where she can transfer herself into a better version of her. So she apply for that, and she takes this weird thing they gave like some kind of liquid thing, and her newer version will come out from her back. So she get ripped open, and
man.
a new version
Okay.
arrive. Now they need to switch between. So the new version will leave for 1 week, then she will give her life to the older version. So it's gonna be like
Huh.
each week there is like old version, new version kind of situation, and they're
Cool.
two different like life, two different people. So it's really interesting. I don't want to spoil much, but that's the main plot line. The
See-
scene wise, the transition wise, filmmaking wise, it is really good horror movie of 2024.
Some have either one of y'all saw Smile 2 or it's just Smile 1?
I've
in
not.
general?
I've
I've
not.
seen Smile One.
Is it good?
I've seen Smile 1. It's pretty good. I haven't seen Smile 2.
Mm.
I want to see it. And I don't think it'd be a show without me mentioning this. Have you seen any of the Terrifier series?
I've not.
No? Okay.
He's a big fan of
Yeah.
Terrifier.
Really?
I am. It's a slasher, like a really gory slasher. I do not recommend it for people who are easily, like, soft stomached for
Mm.
gore and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
in real life, I am, but I mean, for a movie or something, I know it's not real, you know. But, and a thing I will say about movies real quick is like for slashers, I don't call it horror movies because if it doesn't scare me, then I'm not going to say it's like
It's
a horror
horror,
movie.
yeah.
It's just a slasher. I mean, but also, have y'all saw Longlegs? I heard that it came out a little bit ago. I heard it was.
I was
pretty
planning
popular.
to watch this week, but I got
Yeah.
busy. I might watch next week.
I really wanted to watch newly released Will We Live in Time.
Yes.
I've not gotten
yeah.
time to go
Yes,
see
I
it.
want to go see it.
I think A24 is doing such a good job
Yeah.
as a production house.
Yep, I love A24. Their
Did
new
you-
movie, Heretic.
I was literally
Yeah.
hovering over that right now. I was about to say it.
Heretic.
I want to see that. Go ahead though.
What's your favorite A24 movie? That might be a difficult, but
Ooh. I've not watched all of them, but I think from the ones I have, I don't know. Oh my god, I don't know. That is a tough one, because Midsommar was crazy good too. I love how they just make like out of box movies, out of the box, you know. It's like look at Midsommar, or
Smart, Everything, Everywhere, All.
there you go.
That was the
That's a huge
I
one.
watched Talk to Me a while back and it was
I
pretty
need to watch
good.
that.
Is it by A24 or is it just?
I think it is. I'm not sure. I mean, I put in here and it says it's A24 movie.
Yeah, it's
but,
A24.
but I was just looking at the list of them and I've watched this one. I know it was pretty good.
Gotcha.
I love
Um,
how A24 movie are getting some like publicity. People know about A24, even though it's like small
Yeah.
independent company.
Isn't that a success though? It's like people
Yeah.
not just know your films, but know your production house. Like people say it's A24 film instead of like just the
They're-
film name. You
They're
know.
making so cheap movie too, and they're so good. The creativity of like Hollywood big studio movie, they're spending like hundreds, like 200. Like for the Joker movie we talked about last week, they spent over $200 million,
Yeah, I was-
and it was really bad.
I just typed Joker 2 in there to see because I forgot how much they spent. But I was going to say, just like you said, just because you have a giant budget doesn't mean your movie's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I think the movie industry is shifting towards spectacle over plot,
yes.
and that's a huge loss. I think.
I haven't watched Joker 2. Have you watched the first one?
I watched
2019?
the first one. I wanted to go watch the second one when the reviews were so bad. I didn't want to.
That is the same for
Don't
me. Me and him
watch.
was going to go watch it together, and
Oh,
then
okay.
it got review bombed. And I love the first one personally.
I watched
It-
last
Did you?
week,
Yeah.
and Joker 2 was really a
But-
disaster. So don't watch.
It has a 32% on Rotten Tomatoes, a 5.2 out of 10 on IMDb,
Oh my god.
and that's oh man.
That's oh yeah.
And like the Terrifier 3 came out, and it is an independent horror franchise basically, and its budget was like nowhere near this budget,
Joker's, yeah.
and it overtook it in theaters by
Really?
so much. Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's amazing for them.
I know,
And they're making fourth one.
yes, they are, and he's saying,
That's gonna be
Damien's
final.
saying it's going to be the final one, and I'm
Mhm.
actually happy for that because I feel like movies that keep going, like the Michael Myers series or the
Yeah.
Jason series or Freddy series or Chucky series, I feel like it just gets so repetitive and they
Mhm.
just do it to bring it back,
Yeah.
but then they eventually lose that, original
The
idea,
charm. Yeah.
the charm to it, and it's just like. And I heard they're trying to come out with the Polar Express 2 or something,
Oh, okay.
and
Remind me, this is the movie where Tom Hanks played like 20 characters or something,
yes,
right?
yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
I need to watch that
Tom
one.
Hanks is amazing.
he's
And
amazing.
we was talking about earlier. I mean, we're starting to see these amazing actors get older
Yeah.
and start playing less. And like Jim Carrey is one of my favorite actors of all time, and I just what was I saying earlier about the movie? But
The originality.
what?
The sequence, I mean the sequels, and how it loses charm.
Oh yeah. But the Polar Express too. I don't know if that's confirmed or not, but whatever. But I mean, while movies do that, it's like can be a good idea because we get to see these characters again or something. But it's like if you're gonna come back and just ruin the image for the first one, just don't do it.
Don't do it, yeah.
Leave it alone. Like
That's
it died peacefully. It ended well.
yeah.
That's the same way with a lot of TV series. You know.
Yeah.
Thank you, Shrijal Thapa, for being on our show. It was amazing. It was a great talk. So, how was your experience for the show tonight?
I mean, I'm kind of sad it's ending.
Yeah, we love doing this show.
Oh my god, such a great time. Thank you guys. Thank you both so much, Justin
You're
and
welcome,
Rochak.
thank you.
But yeah, I had such a good time. I really am sad it's ending. I want to do this every time. I mean, all day, every day.
Well,
Thank you.
Again, we appreciate it so much.
Yeah, and if you want to support Shrijal and his company Net, go watch his show. Can you give more on the dates and the time?
Yes. The story of F.R.I.E.N.D.S, it's currently running. We have a show tonight at 7 p.m. and we have a show tomorrow, Saturday, November 16th at 2 p.m. Yeah, and we're coming up with more shows with the Net, the New Era Theater. I also want to give a shout out to my co-founder, Seth Rodovich. Really great friend, really great artist. Respect him so much. And yeah, the story of F.R.I.E.N.D.S running right now. Please go watch it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys so much for listening to the show. Thank you for our guests, and thank you for tuning in. If you did, be sure to check us out on Real Vibe Show on YouTube and Instagram, and also be free to email us at realvibeshow@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for listening, and please be sure to tune in next Friday at 1 p.m. We'll see you there.